And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan. And once again, bringing you my thoughts and review for last night's episode of Black Lightning, Season 3, Episode 8. Once again, proven to me that Black Lightning is amazing. Black Lightning gets better and better every time I watch it because it feels so real. And this episode, we got to see Jefferson pretty much go to the point. He's like, okay, I'm done pretending, I'm done helping these so-called government people or the CA or whatever they are. He's done. He's finally had it. He's finally decided he's going to help out Freeland and, risk his family getting captured by the government. His whole contract with them is completely off. So basically what happens was in this episode, and spoilers alert, Jefferson's old teacher from school when he was a kid, she has an apartment in the town, she's been living there for her whole life. She's still a teacher, and they're pretty much now, the government's pretty much taking people out of their homes and getting rid of them and doing whatever they want to the buildings or whatever. And he's finally had enough. He, pushing not only his own teacher, but pushing people out of their homes. He's like, I'm done with this. He wants to help out. And now him and his friend, the police detective, they're all banding together with a bunch of people from Freeland, try to take them all out. And of course, you got to see that badass assassin government agent guy come in. He has his own powers, and I think he has the power to take powers from people. That makes sense. It feels like he does. And then of course he gets his butt whooped because Black Lightning is Black Lightning. He does his thing. While that's all going on, you have Gambi trying to get evidence to pretty much show to the rest of the world that, listen, Freeland's got problems. These government people are holding us pretty much against our will. And they want the rest of the world to know, like, listen, this is what these guys are doing here. They're not supposed to be doing here. What they're doing is wrong. It's kind of like, remember the Dark Knight movie, Dark Knight Rises, where the world didn't know what's going on with the government, and what the government knew, there was a terrorist there, and they were pretty much not letting anybody out. Kind of that in that vein, but they want people from the outside to recognize what's going on in the inside, so that maybe they can have the real government people come in and be like, whoa, put a stop to this now, and maybe, have a voice come out and say, listen, this is wrong, regardless of what these people have, powers or whatever. You shouldn't be treating people like that. So that's what Gambi needed to do. He needed evidence. He got some evidence from that reporter girl who was there, and of course we got to see Thunder return, so that was awesome. And of course we got to see Lynn pretty much almost get captured by the government because the contract's over between her and her family, and of course Black Lightning because he broke the treaty. Like, you don't attack us while we're in Freeland. We don't experiment on your daughters and lock up your wife. That's over now. She had to leave. Gambi had to get her out. We got to see that. That was pretty interesting. And then, of course, the ending of this episode pretty much just, they have no idea what they're going to do now. They have no idea what's going on. And, of course, the ending, even though it didn't really tie into any episodes for the crossover, I think, it didn't really do anything for the crossover. But in Batgirl and Supergirl, they showed, the monitor from Earth, not the monitor, sorry, Harrison Wells from another Earth on Barry's world, opening the monitor's little vault, and then he becomes the new monitor or whatever he becomes. Didn't show any of that, but, that's going to be next week's episode where they're going to be like, oh, the multiverse and all that. So it's going to be interesting seeing how that ties into Black Lightning. But I thought the episode was very good. They still focus on just themselves. We didn't really get any hints of, multiverse stuff at all for Black Lightning. But I am curious of what's going to happen with Black Lightning next week and how it all ties in with the crisis. So that's going to be interesting seeing how the government is going to respond to Black Lightning betraying them now. That's going to be a key thing after the crisis. So who knows what's going to happen with that moving forward. But I thought the episode was very good and I liked it a lot. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it. And are you guys disappointed that we didn't get any tie-in to the crisis, for Black Lightning? Because he's going to be a part of it. But this episode didn't really show any signs of, oh, somebody in the background from another multiverse is here, or anything like that. But I guess we have to wait to see next week's episode when it ties in all the way in. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode and stay tuned for more. Thank you very much and have a good day.